everyone.
This conference
Uh,
will now be recorded.
so I will be the trainer for the today demo sessions, and I just want to keep this meeting so open to everyone. Like we want to give you the why people go for the EWM and all, and I want to keep this meeting quite open discussion way. So if you have anything you feel to ask, it could be a very small things in SAP EWM or could be something you have in your mind. Please feel free to put it forward. Okay, so I just don't want to make this training like other training. So I wanted to make sure that if what is your expectation, why you want to join this training, and what do you want to get it out from the learning SAP extended warehouse management. So there is no worry. I will request, if you have any questions, please put it forward. Okay, so with that, maybe I will give my introduction, and so I will put a format what you can speak in the introduction, maybe your name. If you have any work experience, you just put into the work experience. If you have any SAP experience, so you can put how many years of experience in SAP, or if you have the experience in SAP EWM, then how many years of experience in EWM. And definitely I will ask you to come up with your expectations. So I mean, how you want and what exactly you want out of this training. Okay. So with that, I will start. So my name is Hari, and I have around total 10 years of experience in SAP EWM, and I've been working with a lot of different module, MM, EWM, transportation management, and now I work for one of the MNC company, and I work as a solution architect. And I've been with visiting to a lot of distribution center, a lot of the plants, a lot of the manufacturing plant, retail store, and lot of time visited to the go live locations, participated in a lot of UAT. I have quite extensive knowledge that when you learn this, how you can implement into in real life, how it could be useful when you go to the project, how could be you as a effective EWM expert. So with that, maybe I will give a stage to others. So just you can brief yourself, and then it could be I mean, good to know you and what is your expectation. So if I can, if I can choose, and I can just give a stage to Arjun if he want to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. My name is Arjun. Currently, I'm working in Flipkart as in a supply chain, warehouse operations. So I have a work experience of almost 5 years. Now I am planning to move to SAP, where I want like to learn EWM as a developer.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
Then maybe, yeah, maybe we can move to the Jaswant if you are. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
hi Hari, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good either. And my name is Jason, of course, and I'm a web developer back in India. I used to work with CGI. I'm a React.js developer, which holds 3 years of experience. But now, due to reasons, I want to switch. I want to switch to SAP. I'm very new to SAP. I don't know much. I think
Yeah.
I hope you're gonna guide me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, and that
Yeah.
is very short about me. I don't think much to explain.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, you have covered the main point, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then I will go further for Pasindu, if I pronounce your name correctly.
Hi, Prasinna. You there? Okay. Shiva, maybe meanwhile you can give your introduction.
Hi, hello. My name is Samba Shiva Reddy. I'm working in TCS. I have 2 years of experience. I just want to learn SAP EWM. I just know some YouTube channels and I prepared some. And my sister told me to join in this, so I joined. Looking forward to listening this.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, then maybe
Hi,
we can
Prasinna.
move.
You're able to hear? Okay, Sucharita, maybe you can give your introduction.
Yeah. Hello, Hari. Myself, Sucharita. I have around 8 years of IT experience, like mainly into SAP IS retail, retail store operations, and MDG. Currently, I'm looking like to learn AWM to enhance my skill set. That's the main motto to join this demo session.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so maybe we have left with the Pasindu. If he is able to hear us, then maybe he can give some short introduction about himself.
Hello, my name is Pasindu Mihiranga. I'm from Sri Lanka and I just did my GCSEs and I don't really know much about EWM. My sister recommended me to learn about EWM a lot, so this is my first time learning about EWM and hope I could learn a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so thanks a lot, guys, for your good introductions. So if I can understand, very like a nutshell. So you all are quite, new to the EWM, and that's called SAP, one of the module. And it's really good that you put your expectation, and I can make sure that I can start from the points where you will manage to understand things. Yeah, uh, you need to be bit patience, and you need to just trust your skill, whatever you have. Okay, so maybe I'll give some kind of. I think Arjun has raised hand. He has something to ask.
Sorry, by mistake it was.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so I will say that we will start this introduction with on very granular level where you will understand that what it is SAP EWM, and so now I have just bring some content, and I will start sharing with you. And at the same time, before ending this session, I wanted to share you guys some kind of flavor that what it SAP looks like or SAP EWM looks like for you. Okay, so that you can just see that okay, it's nothing called rocket science that you will be like so struggling. So I will give the examples like in a way that you will be understand that okay, like it's nothing like you will be not able to understand what we are going to talk. Okay, so I will put into the slide mode, but please stop me if you have any questions, and we can take it forward from here. Okay, so this course contains introduction, expectation from training that we have covered quite good, and course structure I will talk about that what we are going to cover at the SAP EWM, that is mentioned into the next slide. And of course we almost a lot of people are very new what is S4HANA, and that's called EWM in S4HANA, and what you are getting to get out from this training and how you can you know shape yourself into like additional knowledge if someone is already working in SAP in other modules where they want to learn this EWM, and then how this EWM actually deployed or like add as a plugin over the S4 HANA. Then I will also talk about when we talk about EWM, why we use EWM and where you can implement those EWM, like what could be the warehouse structure, layouts and all. And then again, S4 HANA EWM releases. So like other product, any other software, EWM and SAP also brings their like version upgraded each and every years. So what does it mean and what it brings to you as a SAP EWM consultant when you get this training out and then you will work into any for any company and any project, then what it can be bring for you. Okay, and then of course why we do EWM, definitely to do some kind of business processes for the customer they can use for their warehouse. Generally what they do, like example, if someone purchasing goods and they are putting into their warehouse. So in the when we talk about this software, how they can do it into the SAP, right? So like suppose I am purchasing like some kind of beauty product from some of the vendor, right? And then they are sending it, then how you can manage into your warehouses. Okay, so if I can talk about the warehouse example, that means any store you can take as the example. So if you go to the store, you see the like rack sections, and there is a a small shelves. That is nothing but called like a bin into the EWM. So that also I will talk about what is the org structure for the EWM, and then system show and tell. Because when we are ending it, I don't want to you to only go theoretically and just understand that. Okay, sometimes it's hard to understand. Then I will show very high level transactions. One scenario, like if I am purchasing something from some vendor, what is the relevancy into the EWM? How you can put those into the EWM? Okay.
Can you also add one more thing?
Yeah.
What's the difference between like WM and EWM? Like, why we
Yeah.
have this new module called EWM? And also one
Yeah.
more thing from my end, one more thing is scope of EWM in retail industry.
Okay.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
that's it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So this part we already completed introduction and expectation. So I will go for the like this course structure. What we will going to cover it. Okay. So if I opened already here. So like we got the question like WM versus EWM. Why SAP has realized that they have to go to the EWM from WM, and then what is the relevancy of this module across the industry? Okay, so I will come to that. We have one slide where we will talk about. So in this course structure, I will talk about this S4HANA EWM overview, and that contains what is the organizational element into EWM and what.
Sorry to bother you, Hari. I guess only your PPT screen is shared.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Maybe you can stop and click on share entire screen so that you can show any tab.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. I guess so. I need to share entire screen.
No problem.
Okay. Now it should be fine. What about now, guys? Now, are you able to see my PDF screen, the course content? Hello.
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's visible actually. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I will just give this like a course content. Generally, what we do into EWM and what are the functionality we implement it, and then what are the like attributes we do have. Okay. So let's start with like this the first one. Definitely, if we plug in or if you configure anything in SAP, if someone is already knowing the SAP, that's called configurations. Okay, and that we need to set up this kind of organizational unit first, and then EWM deployment options, and then what is the roadmap for S4HANA. So if we are choosing it, the what version of SAP EWM you have and what you are agreeing to implement it. So that you need to know it. And if you are using embedded versus decentral, then if you are using embedded, then what is the benefit? If you are using decentral, then what is the benefits? And in which situation we can choose the product of embedded EWM, and which situation we can choose the product as a decentral. And then we'll have a integration within EWM, like master data replication from EWM to ERP to EWM. Then we have some certain interface methodology like core interface and IDOC methodology based on the IDOC version that we will talk about during our course. And also we will teach you how you can do the this integration, basic ERP and EWM, and also the delivery integration. So these are the details topic we are going to teach you when the actual our course training will start. And then if you talk about the structural element, so master data in SAP S4HANA system, so we'll have the certain structural element that we need to talk about. We will learn that, like a storage bin, work center, and if those master data creates, then how we can transfer from SAP ERP to SAP EWM. And then we'll have like creating the warehouse product master data. So this is very important, like a master data, because if you are not able to configure and not able to maintain this master data, then any of your transactions in SAP EWM cannot be executed. So those configuration and creation we will learn during our course. Likewise, warehouse process type, the business usage of warehouse process type. Why warehouse process type is needed? What is this word significant in EWM? And then why you are applying this warehouse process type? If you will not do, then what will happen with your EWM configuration or when you do testing? Then I talk about like the core processes in EWM, like good receipt, and that is also called like inbound process. So like when you purchase something from the vendor or you are purchasing from some DC, then how you are keeping into your warehouses. So those kind of like a config element you need to configure. So that is here like good receipt process in EWM, how you can put availability group, how you configure the direct put away, how can you use the put away rules, how you can configure the capacity, then posting good receipt in embedded EWM. If you have a complex put away process, then how you can do with process oriented storage control. If you have good receipt process where you have like a goods into one floor and you wanted to take that goods by a lift to the another floor, then there is a concept called EWM layout oriented storage control that we can configure, and we will teach you how you can do it into EWM. And then if you can go a bit down, then you have a good issue. So once you have something in warehouse, like we talk about the retail, so if you go to the supermarket, if you something purchase it or something you get it from the supermarket, so there is a good issue. It's something getting out from your warehouse, your stock is reducing and someone is taking out from there and they are purchasing it. So that is also kind of goods moving out from your warehouse. So in that case, this is like a process which we need to configure in EWM, like good issue process in SAP. Then you will have to like if you put the goods, get the goods from the warehouse, then how it need to be picked? Is there any strategy? Like sometime fast moving goods we pick first time, like the goods which is like generally a lot of time customer is coming and they are like looking for those kind of goods, so you can keep those goods near the the bin. So that's called like a fast moving or slow moving product. Then we have a web management as another concept in EWM, we will talk about that. Then sometime two-step picking, suppose you have a goods into like a second floor, and to come through like other building, we need to take the goods from one building and then you have to go through the intermediate building to the final building. So for those kind of cases, we need to do two-step picking scenario. And then we have a warehouse order creation rule, we will talk about that. And we'll have a like posting change, and we'll have like ad hoc goods movement. So these are the topic we will be covering into very details. And then we will also talk about data migration. So what is a data migration word? So once you have configured or like you have implemented all your processes, you need a data, to execute your all the processes or testing into SAP EWM. So for that purpose, we need to have the data created in your SAP EWM. So these are the data element which we need to keep it there, so that when you do the testing or when you do your process execution, so those data can be used. So there is also concept of slotting. So we will talk about that. And so in good issue process, if I go a bit up, we have also here POSC and LOSC, like advanced things which we will cover into this in outline, the pointer which I have mentioned it here. Then we have a concept called post processing framework, which we will also like going to, like it is very kind of, people sometimes thinks it's a very tough, but I'm going to teach you in a way that it will be very easy for you and you can understand what is the usage of that. So, and then definitely when we talk about S4 HANA and EWM, right? So this Fury and reportings are very important. So when you will get this training and when you will go for your actual like a project or company where you want to say you as a EWM consultant, then you should also know that okay, so now I am working in S4HANA or I have trained in S4HANA, so I know that what is the significance of Fury app and the usage. And then SAP EWM UI5 Fury apps and the usage. So that is also some Fury apps SAP is built in a way that it's also support your mobile. So nowadays the world is moving towards like automation and everything, right? So everyone in warehouse, like someone mentioned that, right? Like Arjun said that he works in Philips. So if there is a warehouse like that and if they have some store, so they cannot carry forward always the desktop with them. So these are some of the app like which will be mobile enabled, so they can go just scan it, do the put away, and good issue for those scenario. And if I talk about the project deliverable document also, so when you get all the training and will go to the project or in a company, what kind of document expectation will be from your side? So you need to write those kind of documentation. So I will give you very good view of that, and also I will bring some real life business scenario for you, so that you can just write a document and you will understand, oh okay, what I can bring into this based on the scenario to scenario. So these are the like course content we have, and definitely don't want to restrict this training in a way that it's like more like extensive and then people lose the interest. So we want to keep this training in a way that if you have a small doubt also, because a lot of people are not very familiar with SAP EWM and they have very low knowledge, or I say that low experience. And I can one thing say that the way we are going to put this content and the like the course content and training structures, you will definitely going to enjoy this and you will learn as a new skill for you. Okay, so now I will come to the questions that which is asked, like why SAP went from WM to EWM. Okay, so the foremost reason, I have slide also, but I want to answer your questions. uh, by the 2025 and 2027, okay, SAP has decided to uh, deroll the WM. Okay, that means after this year, if some company is using SAP WM, you will not get support from the SAP. Okay, for them EWM is a strategic product where whatever the new functionality, new innovations, and anything which they want to roll out, they will be doing into the SAP EWM. So for those customer who is already using the WM, they have to move into the S4HANA EWM in certain time. So that's a very important that a person or the company or like any customer who is using WM, they have to take the strategic decision and then they have to move into EWM. So as a EWM expert, you guys, market will be very much open for you if you are like getting the good knowledge and trying to having good practice and know how the config and how the testing and how the development works into SAP EWM. Definitely, it's going to be boom for you. Another part of your question was that like what is the variant and things they are bringing for SAP retail. So the beauty of SAP EWM is that this product is quite flexible and quite good fit for the all the industry, and they have some certain functionality which they have built in for the uh, you know uh, like industry specific. If I'm going to the defense, so what kind of so you can say that 70 80 to 90% functionality are like quite similar. So as example, I'll say retail. So retail, when you talk about normal scenario manufacturing, so your product, so when the material you say it's product, they say it's an article. Okay, and generally the in your retail industry, right? So it's a very heavy usage of master data transaction each and every day. So you will have a integration built with the S4 HANA system with the decentral deployment option, so that whatever the whatever the data is real time flowing, it should not be dependent on to your EWM system. So sometime in the retail, you need to move your goods within the warehouse, right? So if you need to move the goods within the warehouse, then if you are using the embedded, then and your system is going for upgrade, so your VWM system will be shut down and your lot of business will be impacted. So that's the reason SAP EWM has like some deployment option. At the same time, they have some certain like you can say attribute they have designed for the industry specific. But I can make sure that once you learn this EWM, the concept, like we have also advanced EWM, but I'm not talking about advanced, but you are learning the mid level of EWM, what we are going to teach it. So it's irrespective of industry, you can go there and you can work as a expert. Okay, so hope
Yeah.
I answered your question.
One more question.
Yeah.
What is the role of ABAP? Can we be on like can there be only functional EWM consultant, or there'll be something called techno functional for EWM as well? Like, can you just
Yeah.
clarify this?
Yeah. So a people who doesn't have a background or who doesn't have technical background, then still can be a very good consultant, because SAP EWM has like a lot of advanced functionality, a lot of like complex functionality. So it's like nothing I can put like that I have to have the technical knowledge to be like SAP EWM consultant. But if someone has the understanding of technical stuff like ABAP, and then he has like a understanding of functional knowledge as well, so it will be like more bread and butter, because SAP EWM like has one of the functionality called PPF. So it is very very closely integrated with the technical skill. So this area is kind of gray area. So where if someone has not very much understanding of SAP EWM, then it's always been a fight with the developer and the functional. But if someone is techno functional person, then he has very good insight or understanding that how this part works. So I always appreciate if someone is having the techno functional knowledge in EWM especially, they will be like always edge for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyone else have any questions? Please put. So if you like feel like okay, I need something else to be asked, please feel free to ask. Okay. So I mean it's that's the purpose of this demo. So we are here not uh, judging anyone. Very simple. So you need to put forward, and that's the reason you join this, right? So you have to put your all the expectation forward and tell that okay. So this I need to know that why.
Hello,
Okay.
Hari.
Yeah.
Just want to know how many days like this course will be.
Yeah, so generally it's like 45 hours, 40 to 45 hours it does take to complete this the EWM. I'm talking about this mid-level EWM things, not the advanced ones. And if we'll put like a day, if you are teaching every day 1 hours, then you can just imagine 2 months, almost 2 months, and few like if I 40 and 2 months, 5-10 days like that.
Okay.
If we are, yeah, teaching
Yeah.
every day 1 hour, not in
Okay.
weekend I'm talking, so weekdays only.
So actually, Hari, I'm a PP consultant. I've been
Hmm.
working in US from last 8 years. So I see EWM has a lot of potential here.
Hmm.
But a couple of my friends, when I talk with them, they said that you need to have an knowledge. Only then you can go with EWM course. Is that true?
No, I don't agree with that. So I can give one example, very straightforward example. Okay, one of my friend, not exactly friend, you can say he's kind of my student, and he was like a guy who was doing he was a doctor, he was a doctor. and then he changed his career and he started directly learning EWM, and he's doing amazing, I'll say. I mean, it's you need to learn. So you already know PP. So to learn EWM, if you go to the project, there will be a separate team. You don't need to do the part. So you need to do your part. So like example, I need to get the purchase order for like our inbound good receipt process. So you need to get that from so you don't need to create. So EWM, all in all, it's different. So I will say that I don't like buy those statement if someone say that. But I will rather say once course will start, then you will feel that okay, it's definitely two different world. Yeah, there is an integration because it's a SAP module. So there will be integration, and we will talk about that. And I don't think you will have any difficulty, even though you are not a guys.
Yeah. And also I see a lot of integration with PP and EWM, especially when I do the confirmation activities,
Yes, yes, yes.
with the control destination, storage bin stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So production integration is very, very much tightly integrated with PP. So like the industry where they do the final good production, like if you take like a Volvo car, or if you take like any other industry, like those who are making cements, or they are making any kind of toy and everything. Like nowadays tobacco, they are also in the UK. There is a company, they are implementing SAP S4HANA with AWS. So like there are like a lot of scope, I'll say, if you have this understanding of EWM, and integration will be there. If I say I'm guy and I don't know integration with PP, then I have to know bit. So I can't say that okay, is only So, and if someone want to learn then he don't need to know the PP. If someone want to learn the EWM, they don't need to know the beforehand. Okay.
And
Is it
do you
like
provide these, every class, the recording meetings and all the stuff, right? Because at the time of practice, it might be helpful. Even after a few months, we can go back and take a look.
yeah. I mean, I think recording, if I, and this document will be shared you by day when we teach you, so it will be available.
Yes, will be shared, Ashok. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So
Hi
any other
Hari,
question?
this is Arjun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arjun.
yeah, Hari, this is Arjun. Currently, as I told you that I'm working in Flipkart from last 5 years in a warehouse operations where we use our internal ERP tool, that is Flow. And can you tell me in that EWM, what are the core concepts we use? Like can you brief out in in just a few minutes, like start to end?
Yeah. So if I'll talk about the whatever the ERP tool you use, okay, if you are doing supply chain business, okay, so in EWM, in the warehouse, right? So warehouse has like the core processes called inbound good receipt process. Something if you are purchasing from the goods from the external vendor, could be a raw material, like some parts. And if Philips is producing like some kind of instruments, right? So they need a parts, right? So they can purchase it out from some vendor, and they can store into the storage bin. So this called inbound good receipt process. And this could
I
have
hope
like some,
for
yeah.
in this EWM, it will be included from PR, PO, everything, or else from only just from inwarding to outboarding a product.
No. Of course, purchase requisition, purchase order is there. So that comes under Okay, that's part of material management, and SAP has different module for that. But when it comes to EWM, once, so okay, I'll give you example. So someone raised the purchase requisition. That means there is a need something into your warehouse. Okay, I need some part. Like example, if I am making the radio of the radio as a Philips radio, I'll say, or Philips TV or anything. So I need like a LCD as a raw material, and I have a screen as a raw material. So you as an operator, you identify the need, then it start into, if I talk about overall SAP as a ERP or any other ERP, then you will have a purchase requisition. Okay, you need 10 things. It will be internally get reviewed. Someone will create the purchase order, and then once purchase order created, then when the goods will be arrive into the warehouse, then actual EWM operation or EWM functionality will be started. Then how you will receive it, will you do quality check, or you will put directly into the bin? Is it coming into the box if you want to deconsolidate the box, or then you want to check the quality? Because sometimes goods are into the boxes and we do the check kind of quality, like two level of packing. So one box inside that, something is in another box, so just check that okay, box is not the
Hari, I
line of
hope
the,
the signals got disconnected. Hello?
sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
your audio is
Is-
yeah. Can you come again?
yeah, am I audible for others?
Yeah,
Yeah, in the
audible.
middle it was breaking, but now it's fine.
Okay,
You can continue.
okay, okay. Okay. So I can give example. So maybe just let me know. I'll maybe reiterate from the beginning. Okay. So suppose we are Philips is making the TV. Okay, and they need like the screen. The first is, screen could be a raw material. Okay. So as a operator, you will realize that okay, I need a 10 screen for the 10 TV. Then the purchase equation will be created in your warehouse organization. Someone will review this need. Okay, this need is real need and we are just approving it. Then someone will create the purchase order, and then purchase order will created. Then it will be informed to the vendor. Okay, so Philips this warehouse need 10 screen from this vendor. So once vendor will send the goods into the warehouse, then your actual inbound process will start. And then once you will receive it, then you will decide whether you want to do the check, quality check, and then you want to put into your bin, or sometime someone will receive it and directly consume into the production order that we need this TV and we need to make it happen. Okay, that is one scenario. That's called inbound good receipt process into warehouse. So we are going to teach you how you can manage into the warehouses, and that's what EWM as a software, or you can say EWM as a module, works here. So EWM doesn't contain your purchase acquisition and purchase order. That comes under the MM. Okay.
So EWM is only used in warehouse field or else any other
No,
platforms.
no, it's like for the managing the warehouse.
Okay.
Okay, and likewise, if something you are getting out from the warehouse selling the TV, then you will have a good issue process picking from the bin, and then you will like do the loading, and then you will dispatch the goods. So those kind of functionality also comes under EWM. Then you can do the bin counting. Okay, so yearly you will check that okay, all the raw materials are updated with the count with the system. So that's called physical inventory. Then sometimes if production is happening, then how you will receive the goods into the bin. Sometimes we made the TB, we packed it and we'll put into the bin. When customer will order, then we will sell it out from the warehouse. So those kind of process are also available. That's called outbound good issue process with a sales order. Okay,
Okay.
and then we'll have, and inside that there are a lot of variation of business scenario. Okay, so you will receive it, then how you can reverse it, how you can cancel it, how you can link with the transportation management, how you can integrate with the production. So those are the like of different kind of integration with EWM. But for the start, we must know that okay, what is the need of EWM. So EWM only talk about when goods come or goods go out, or inside the warehouse if you are like rearranging the goods, or if you are counting the goods. That kind of operation is generally happen into the EWM. And then we can say repacking, deconsolidation, quality check, sometime labeling, those kind of operations.
And one more thing, Hari.
Mhm.
Uh, and what are the other ERP tools that are directly or indirectly linked to EWM? As I asked you that PO and PR are in MM platform.
Mhm.
So what are the other platforms or other ERP tools that are directly or indirectly linked with EWM?
So sometime there could be like so there are a lot of ERP software. The Salesforce is also called ERP software. Oracle is also earlier. I mean now Oracle is bit down. People don't go for that. That's also called ERP software. There is also called Microsoft Dynamic. So if someone is using those kind of software, you can easily, integrate with the ERP, sorry, EWM. So EWM has like quite good integration kind of, flexibility. So you can easily integrate those with other CRP tool. So sometime people use some other ERP tool like I want to use only EWM for warehousing and other operation. I want to go for Microsoft Dynamics. So for you to connect Microsoft Dynamics with EWM, we need to get the like interface. We say it's the interface kind of integration between these two ERP system. But it's all depends on how the business development manager of the warehouses or like a company decide what to software we should go, because it's a very early stage discussion of any kind of project when it's a start. So it's like not in hand of the consultant who decide that okay, I want this software or I want that software. Okay.
Yeah, Hari. And one more thing. And what are the SAP, for example, as an beginner,
Hmm.
I'm already having a warehouse knowledge where I used to handle inbound to complete until unless the product comes into the facility warehouse and until
Hmm.
unless the product moves out from a warehouse. So I
Okay.
am having end-to-end warehouse operations knowledge. So where I would like to know that by only learning SAP EWM, is it okay, or else should I learn SAP SD or else MM? What are the
No,
other?
no, no, no,
What
no.
are these? Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So you should first start with, because if you are a warehouse guy, your role was in warehouse to controlling the goods inbound coming the goods into inside the warehouse and then going out from the facility warehouse, right? So you should must start with EWM, because if your company is going to, suppose you are going to work for some other company, okay, as a consultant. Now you are working like a end user or like a domain user into your company. Now you are going to work as a consultant. Then you need to know that okay, I have like quite good domain experience working into warehouse, and now I can really map those into the EWM. So for purchase order, purchase requisition, I talked earlier, there could be a team into the project who will help you with all those setting and giving the purchase order and purchase requisition. But your role will be within the warehouses, and for that you need to know the how EWM functionality works. Okay.
Okay, thanks for the inputs.
Yeah.
And sorry, initially of this call, I have missed a few. May I know your introduction?
Okay, okay, okay. So, maybe I will give very quick one. So, my name is Hari. Okay, so I have total around 10 years of experience in SAP EWM, and I have other module experience also like MM, TM, and I work as a SAP EWM solution architect in one of the MNC company, and I stay in the Finland.
Thank you, Hari.
Okay,
That's a good.
okay, thank you. So, is there anyone have any other question?
Yeah,
So
hello.
Yeah, yeah, go
Somebody.
ahead.
Yeah. This is Jashwant.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
So I want to do certification here, certification of this. And is it
Mm-hmm.
possible, like I want to do S4 HANA certification as well?
Okay, so you want to do certification in S4HANA
Uh,
EWM, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you must have to have the
Mm.
certification after having this kind of course, or you can say you have the now knowledge in SAP EWM, because I can say my because I work as solution architect. So in the project, sometime customer looks for the certified guys. Okay, and some customers say that okay, we need a certified consultant, not certified, but I need a consultant who has
Mm.
some good experience. So
Yeah,
it's depends, but having the certification in this area is always add-on for you. So I also got certified,
because
but yeah, quite long time.
I don't have any experience in ASAP, right? So
Mm.
it might be helpful, and I'm also live in Germany. So people ask certification over here because if I'm a
Yes,
specialist, they ask certification.
yeah, you are right. So if you are in Europe, then you must be certified. I'll say like this. So,
Okay.
and I think in this course will help you to get certified. So I always believe that get certified and get the
Mhm.
knowledge as well. So uh, sometimes people do hard work and they study and they do get certified just thinking that okay, I can memorize the things and I can go and get certified. People sometimes they get certification, but when you go to the actual project, then it's all your real practice, and that works for you.
Okay.
But I
And
recommend, so yeah, go for
and if I
certification
ask,
if you.
yeah, thank you. And if I ask, what is the job market here in Europe, be it Switzerland, be it Finland or Germany, like for EWS?
I think I'll say it's like
For
EWM is
very
quite
fresher
slow.
like me, yeah.
Yeah, it's a boom. So I'll say that because
Mhm.
um, the SAP has also, like they said that by 2027, so they are going to
Mhm.
stop the maintenance of you know WM system.
MM,
So yeah, not
sorry,
MM,
warehouse
WM,
management.
like
Yeah,
warehouse
yeah,
management
sorry.
system. And also the fact is that people are who are on ECC, they have to go on S4HANA. So if someone is going on S4HANA, so
Mhm.
it's like a best practice that they should choose the EWM. So they can't have a WM in any way. They have to scrap it and they have to go for EWM.
Mhm.
And if someone is already on old EWM with 9.5 version, then they have
Mhm.
to just like connect with that, and that SAP doesn't recommend it. So just imagine. So after 2027, it's a forced change by SAP. So those
Mhm.
big customer who are using the ECC or like WM, they have to go for EWM. So it's like a
Mhm.
kind of very emerging, I can say, the module, I'll say the technology where you will always have a like always age that you have like EWM certified and you have EWM knowledge.
Mhm. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else? Any question?
Sorry, I forgot to ask this. And like I heard that if I'm in SAP EWM, or like if I'm an operator of this, and I have to regularly I have to interact with customers. If I'm not wrong, I'm thinking about it. Like if I do so, and it is like language barrier here, right? So how often we meet with the customers and have word with them in
Yeah.
this
So it's
context?
it's yeah. So it's like depends on the role. Okay. So
Mhm.
like I'm now solution architect. So after 2 days I'm going to visit one of the Swedish warehouse.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
where they will have a workshop, we'll understand what they want and all. So when you will start as a beginner, okay,
Okay.
so there is no
Yeah.
expectation that you will directly go to that big crowd and you'll talk, but you need
Mhm.
to
Okay.
start communicating with the teams, or you can sometime visit to the office, but they will
Mhm.
have some certain task assigned to you and you need to talk. So the second
Okay.
part of your question was language. So it
Yeah.
depends which kind of industry you are working. So suppose
Mhm.
uh, if I am working for the public sector in Germany, so I need to know the
Mhm.
German because the guy will
Mhm.
be in public sector like a government, right? So they
Yeah.
are knowing the local languages. But if some manufacturing company,
Uh-huh.
CIO, CTO, all will be knowing the English. So common language will be English for them. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter. I mean, as you
Mhm.
know English and you know EWM, then you are all good.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
These are all my questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. So anyone else?
So, so you'll also explain like PPTs and every day in the class and with these
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
slides, explain that, right?
Yeah. So it will go like that. I will cover the theory, and then we will start with the like practical. We will share the theory PPT, and we will share the recording, and we will give you the like server access as well. And I think Sai, how that server access goes, maybe Sai can tell you once you will enroll for that, and uh, and that will be like a thing. So you will have all the details shared at the end of the training. Okay. Is it answered your question?
Yes, I'm good now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So anyone else have anything? If I can go here. So please feel free to put because and that's the purpose of this demo. So you should know that what we are going to learn and what's benefit it's going to add you and why you choose it. So no questions. Shall we go forward then?
Yeah, we can continue.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So yeah. So I will give you very basic example here. Okay. So a layman can also understand that what's the need of EWM. Okay. So each someone can say the difference. What is the difference between these two picture?
It's clear and organized, the second picture.
Exactly. What else? What else it is? Like if I not go, I just like I'm a blind man. I don't know SAP any technology. I will come and see what is this.
And the second picture is inventorized, and the first picture is just laying outside of the without any proper safety precautions. There is no proper way. Stacking norms are not there. Nothing.
Yeah, that's also cover one point. Anyone else?
Yeah, it's more of like storage bins in the EWM.
And what about this one?
It's just a
So I will,
warehouse
yeah,
location.
maybe I will ask with Pasidu. Maybe he say that he don't know about SAP. So maybe Pasidu can tell like, okay, what is these two difference? Maybe I mean I'm just putting his name. If you I think you don't feel like that. I mean ask intentionally, but it's like just purpose that you should also know what is that difference. You can you tell from your eye what you are seeing?
Well, I don't actually know what the difference is.
Okay, so let's talk like a very layman person. Okay, there is one side goods is putting somewhere outside. Okay, and one is
Yes.
putting inside the building, right? So very basic difference. Okay, so now if I have to put the goods outside somewhere on the some area, okay, then I don't need any kind of like EWM system. So I can just have my storage location created, and I can define this area name called chemical storage, and it's a 4-digit code I can create into SAP, and that's all. So maybe you can go to the unmute Pasidu now. Okay, so
Yes.
this is, yeah, so this is called like open area, or that's called a storage location. Okay, so
Yes.
some of the person has already said that this is well organized, and that's a very good difference. So if customer say that okay, I want to keep my product outside and I don't care that how much like a space is utilized and not utilized, then we can simply say that then you don't need EWM, then you go for the storage location, and you all the inventory, inbound good received, outbound good issue, you can do it. But someone said no, I have some kind of product which I want to put inside the warehouse, and there is a separate building or separate room where I want to, put into them certain sequence or well organized manner where I want to utilize my space. So in that case, you need to go for the EWM, and then where all your EWM processes will start, like
Yes.
inbound receiving good, put into the bin, and then picking out.
Okay.
So this is very basic difference for everyone to understand that okay, because this question come when you go to the customer, they will ask okay, why I need EWM, why can't I use the storage location? So that's the reason the storage location cannot work. If I have to keep some very valuable things, I cannot put outside, right? It will rain, will start, and that it will screw everything, and then it's like a loss to the customer, right? So that's the reason we can't have those storage location level inventory. We need to have the bin level. Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
So now, in beginning, we got a question like, what is the EWM brings for the industry specific? Okay, so like we came to know in this meeting like Arjun work for like Philips. So it
Yeah,
has
it's a
a,
Flipkart. It's an e-commerce.
yeah.
E-commerce.
So it's a e-commerce. So and then someone work into automotive like Volvo cars. That's called automotive. Someone works in chemical and oil and gas, that has also this EWM support. Someone works in consumer goods, someone works in retail, someone works in life science, high tech, like cheap manufacturing, everything. Someone works like transportation, logistic. Someone works in service part. So SAP EWM is kind of like a tool, or I can say the module in SAP which support like various industry. So you should start learning things from the granular level, and once you have a knowledge, so it doesn't matter that you are going to throw into the automotive industry, retail, or like chemicals or consumers, or like e-commerce or anywhere, like you will be like not able to deliver it. You will be able to deliver it. That's the reason this module has quite good flexibility. You will have a delta kind of functionality bit vary, that you will be getting to know once you will start doing the transaction into the SAP. And then people earlier using the traditional warehouse. Okay, so what was the traditional warehouse, and why we today EWM managed warehouse, why we need a EWM for that? So earlier, these are the kind of some certain activity, if I can pick any out of that. Okay, so earlier, when down the line 15-20 year backs, when we are in the warehouse, all the things were happening into the paper. If I need to uh, create some label, it has to return into the paper. If I am doing counting of product into my warehouse, I need to do everything on paper. So nowadays, it's all in the RF device. Like you have a RF gun, right? If you so go into the some kind of a store, you say in the mobile, they scan it, they do the like a good receipt, or they do the issue, or they do the all the picking. So all those like new warehouse or today's generation warehouses are like quite fast turnaround time they have, like, and you will have a lot of high level of data will be flow from when you are receiving and at some time. So e-commerce is example, or someone is working in retail, like some supermarket, or like there is H&M where they are using like a lot of dress and everything. So there you kind of transaction number of transaction will be very very high. So that's the reason in today's warehouse we can't go for like other ERPs, example like this Microsoft Dynamics, or there are other non WMS like a software. They are failed to do that because their storage and their like in real time communication with any kind of e-commerce sites are very poor. So that's the reason we need EWM for that. Then I talked about in very beginning why EWM. So we gave a very basic example between open storage and EWM. So if you see here, so like if you have a product, suppose there is a guy, like there is a person who rented the area, and you put the product into open way, like I saw the tank was like just putting here and there, not into the arranged manner. You are going to get the you need to pay for the land, or you can pay for the space what you are purchasing or you are renting from the third party. But if you have goods managed into some certain like in the warehouse level and all the spacious way, then you will be able to manage the cost, right? And you can have the better track of the goods, which goods are keeping where and how I can see into the system. But when it is like open storage level in SAP, you will also say, okay, chemical area, I have a 10 box, but where it is. So it's suppose it's a very big area, then it's hard to understand the like a traceability of the product. Okay, and there are like quite good strategy rules. So how you want to put the goods. Okay, so you always something buy from the external vendor, and if you want to put this into the bin, which bin you want to do, near bin, or you want to do the bin which is empty, or if you want to do the bin uh, which is like already the mixed bin. So those kind of scenario you will have it, and it's kind of those kind of flexibility EWM gives, where you can decide that how you want to manage the goods when it is come to your warehouses. And then automation, because like as we asked, right, how EWM can connect to the other ERP tool. So this EWM has like quite a strong kind of integration capability, so you can connect with the other other software and whatever the do the real life supply chain business, you can connect with the EWM. Is it clear to all, or you have
Yeah, Hari,
question?
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a small query on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the second point, there is a how the space utilization will be used
Yeah,
in
space
this,
utility,
increase the
right?
labor productivity and the better space utilization. Can you
Yeah.
explain me that point, please?
Yeah. So like we talk about the two example I give it, right? So one was like open storage where the chemical tanks were there, right? And suppose if it is a warehouse, already you are using some other software, like there are a lot of non WMS software. So okay, so they don't have like a concept called managing your like warehouse layout in EWM, but in your EWM, first of all you can see what is the space it is created for your warehouse, how many buildings are there, how many racks are there, how many total number of bins are there. So those kind of mapping you can easily do into the bin. Suppose there are some area which is unused, so either you can create as a GR zone, or you can create for the some like a block bin purpose, and you can just put the goods which come to the your warehouse, and you realize that okay, this has some quality issue, let's put into the temporary to the like a block bin, so you can use it there. And the how labor productivity is increased, because in some of other EWM software you don't have a concept called labor management. Because suppose you have very big warehouses, like 30,000 warehouse order is coming and going, and you have like thousands of workers are working, so how you can track that which person has done how many warehouse order as a task that he has assigned to him, and how much he has delivered. So those kind of labor traceability kind of functionality we have in EWM, that's called labor management. So once you will implement it, you will have a track of all those, okay, how many guys are working, and how many, what is their productivity. So in that way productivity will be increase of the warehouse, and you will not have the worker who is sitting idle. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then anyone else have any other question on this? So I think it has a lot of pointers. So as we have decided that we have like already a lot of time that we taken into the question, but I think this all will be like go into the more details during the actual training will started. I just want to give a glimpse to you guys so that you can understand. So if I can talk about the history of the EWM, so first of all, when this actual SAP has started, there was no EWM at all. So we were managing all the things onto the storage location level. Then later it came like lean EWM, like very light version of EWM, putting something into the bin, how we can manage. Then later it came to WM. It has like a good functionality. Then after that it came to decentral WM. Decentral means that you have SAP MM and other module into the different system, and your WM will be another system. So that could be like two boxes, I will say. So suppose this is the one box, you can just imagine that this is like the box where SAP MM EWM sorry SAP MM and other module doing, and this is the WM. So it is like called decentral, that means two different box. And then later phases SAP realized that okay, we need to now move to the S4HANA, and then we need the EWM. Then they move to the extended warehouse management. Okay. And then here all the things started that okay, so we what kind of benefits you can have if you are using the EWM and other things. Okay. And then this is the version history of EWM. Okay, so it start with 5.0. Okay. And when EWM till 9.5, it was like SAP ECC, not S4 HANA. Okay. And after this 9.5, we have started SAP S4 HANA EWM 1610 version. Okay. So after that, all the S4 HANA, when it will come with 1610. So you will not get any other version of EWM 9.6 or 7. There is nothing called 8.96. So after that, you need to tell that, okay, I have worked in S4HANA EWM 1610, 1709, 1809, 1909, 2020. Latest version is 2023. So every year SAP come with some innovation and they come up with the new version. Okay, so it is always good to know that what it is coming into the new version, then you will be more updated with the version history.
So currently, which version we are using? EWM?
So currently in the market, the latest version is SAP S4HANA 2023. Okay,
Okay.
so this 9.5 is gone. Okay, so when SAP did it in uh, they decided that, okay, I want to go for S4HANA, because if you have ECC, then you can plug in with this still. If you have S4HANA, then you can't integrate with 9.5. So you need to go for S4HANA version of EWM. And here we are going to teach you mostly S4HANA, because this is the going forward the roadmap, and all the like a customer or company will move forward, because now no one is going to use this 9.5. It's like outdated.
So Hari, this EWM is like in a separate box, right?
So it is separate box, or it is like embedded also. So I will come to this here. Okay, your question will be here answered. Okay, so there is two type of EWM. Okay, decentral and embedded. Okay, what do you mean by decentral? This is your EWM box, and this is your SAP ERP box, where MM, SD, PP all module will do. So when you have this kind of deployment structure, EWM as a separate box and ERP as a separate box, that called decentral. So when we come to know someone start EWM learning, then say what kind of EWM you worked. Okay, I worked in decentral. Someone will say, okay, I worked in embedded. So they will ask, okay, so you worked in decentral, then which version? So in latest version, if I'm working, then I'll say, okay, I have worked in decentral SAP S4HANA EWM 2023. So this deployment option is talking about when till 9.5, and that was connected with ECC. Okay, and then if you see this box, EWM embedded in S4HANA. So then here EWM is plugin or kind of add-on onto your SAP system. So there is no two different SAP system. So do you understand that my point?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there is a region, because it's not as an expert you need to decide that. As a guy, I said that I worked as a solution architect. So we go to the customer and we see their operations. Okay, what is the operation? Is it a small size, mid size, or it's like a high volume warehouses, and it is like they have some material flow system functionality. Then we suggest them, okay, you need to go for the decentral, because you will have get this benefit because you have this much heavy transaction. So if someone is you guys getting this training and then going out, right? So if you are knowing this kind of basic understanding, then you will have like, okay, he has really good understanding of EWM roadmap and how EWM can be integrated and how can be deployment option can be. Okay, so also here their EWM is like two deployment. These all are talking about on premises, and these are the cloud. Okay, so now, I mean, as of now, mostly the companies are going for on premises, not on cloud. But in future they will also go to the cloud, and then it is cloud, your functionality is not going to change. So if you know the SAP EWM, whatever the functionality in SAP is there, it is not going to change. Either it's go for cloud or it go for on premise, it's all are same.
So in case if it's a separate box, so we will have a separate login credentials to login EWM, just like we log in ECC.
Correct. So if it is
Okay.
decentral, you will have a two credential. One will have a EWM system and one will have a ERP system.
Okay.
And if it is embedded, then you have a one credential for both. This is
Okay.
very
If it's
basic difference. Yeah.
even if it's embedded, it will be like one credential, right? Not two.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. and then decentral EWM on S4HANA. Okay, so now this we're talking about EWM, sorry, ECC. Now it is S4HANA. So in SAP also said, okay, if you want to keep two separate box for EWM, one box for the ERP, you can go ahead. And there is the high volume warehouse independent operation. So these are the pointers which we talk also in front of the customer, that why you need to go for the decentral and why you need to go for the embedded. Okay, so each deployment option is clear, right? So first you learn EWM, then you will go to the project, you will have a first question asked, okay, what kind of EWM deployment we have here. So they will say, okay, we are using embedded. Then you will be quite clear that, okay, I will have one credential, one user ID for both system. Okay, you are working decentral. Then you will ask, okay, tell me the EWM system details and tell me the ERP system details. So you need to know that this as a basic.
Yeah, and moreover, in my current project, we were doing like end-to-end configuration. We were going go
Hmm.
live. So EWM, when it comes to this configuration scenarios, you're gonna tell us the end-to-end, right? Like because uh, sometimes, like most of the clients are moving right now to the EWM, right? So it's better
Yeah.
if you learn about end-to-end config too.
Yes, yes. It will start from a very basic. So see, I said that I want to give this training or teach you guys in real how it goes and it work for the real customer works and all, because that's what my experience, and I don't want to put this like other traditional training, just commit here because people don't know how customer is needed. So I will teach you there that how you can do config from warehouse till you know testing document, so that when you go to the project you will feel okay, this I have done already a lot, so you will be super comfortable to doing that.
Yeah, the reason why is like in US most of the products are like production support, where already configuration is in place. Even from last 6 years, I never did a end-to-end PP config, but last year I did
Yeah,
that.
yeah, right.
Yes, so it was a little
You're
bit
right.
challenging for me. Yeah,
Yeah, you were right. I mean, and then sooner or later you need to do this end to end. Then only in support also you will come to know that okay, this is the error. Maybe this is missing this configuration, or could be here, could be problem. So you are
yes,
right. I mean, it's all kind of, you will not get opportunity sometimes. Okay, so sometimes people get straight away thrown into the implementation project where you need to do it from the beginning. So yeah, it is good to know that the things how it's work from the beginning. Okay.
yeah, sure.
Okay, then I will give you some more understanding. Okay, the history about the SAP EWM and how it came. Okay, so if someone don't know SAP, suppose there is a manufacturing plant. Okay, so in SAP also we create a four-letter code that's called plant in SAP. Okay, then we'll have a storage location. Like suppose you have a some supermarket, and that supermarket is in some area. So let's suppose called if you take example like Hyderabad is one of the place of India, right? So suppose Hyderabad 01 or like 2345, some with the coordinates. I created one storage location, and then inside I am setting the warehouses. Okay, so some like a chemical, the example I have shown it. They will say I need only a storage location. So that we called inventory managed. When you don't have any warehouse EWM and all, they just want to create the storage location 4-digit code and use their kind of space, then that's called inventory managed. Someone say no, I want to have one, I have one building, inside that there is a rack, 2 3 rack, and I want to keep some goods, that's called lean WM. And then someone is saying no, I have the one building where I have several like racks, and then inside there is a bin, that's called WM. There are a lot of people don't aware that what is this stock room management. Okay, when ECC went for ECC to S4 HANA, then SAP, because they made the product, they think that okay, if I will go from ECC to S4, there could be some customer who has done a lot of investment in the WM system, and they don't want to directly change to the EWM. I mean, they want, because they have very basic EWM stuffs needed and they want to continue. So for that, S4 HANA, SAP has just bring the concept of like EWM, stock room management. And that is not EWM, it is WM. They just copy this old WM into the S4 HANA. But it is very lean, and they just put it for the customer who are very reluctant to, keep continue with WM, because they don't have advanced functionality, they don't have Fury app, they don't have like mobile application for that. So it's like very like kind of basic level. This is called WM LES. So there is some non-SAP, they can do it if someone don't want to happy with the SAP EWM. Then there is a EWM, that is called decentral. And then someone is looking for embedded, then EWM is inside the S4 HANA only. Then this is like again some other tool of like WMS. Someone want basic EWM, then also they can go. Someone want advanced, then they have to purchase additional license. So this is how history looks like. Okay, so if someone should not someone ask the question like, okay, in S4 HANA, if you are doing, can I do WM? You can say you can do WM, but it has very light functionality and the name is changed. So you can't say WM in S4 HANA, you have to say stock room management. Okay, but I just wanted to I will during the training I'll give you a lot of details, because once this training is done, I feel like you should feel like that, okay, you have been really be very close to SAP and you know all the things in details. Okay, when you talk into the interview or you talk into in your project, then people should understand, okay, this guy has really understanding that how history of EWM and how SAP is bringing with a WM to a stock room and other things. Okay, so any question on this, anyone? And I hope if we can continue for like some like 10-15 minutes more, it will be okay for everyone, or like you guys are like have like some other plan. So
Yeah, we can continue.
okay, so this is the like org structure. I will not go to the very details, but how this is in EWM work. So you'll have a plant on the very high level, storage location, and then you will have a warehouse, and then inside you have a storage section and the bin. So when someone asks that how we can do from the beginning, so we will start from the beginning where you need to start doing configuration of uh, warehouses from here. This is what EWM start, and then you will do all the structure from here. And then I have kept it some kind of basic difference also, like what is the WM and what is the EWM. So EWM is like SAP has bring a lot of good advanced functionality like slotting, labor management, and then you'll have like a kitting process with the lot of Fury enablement. There are a lot of things are there, yard management, automation integration, you know and then like production integration and all. So there were like RF device usage, like scanner, right? The Zebra device, when you do to the warehouse, people take into and they scan it and put into good away. So those kind of advanced mobile device are quite supportable into the SAP EWM. So that's the reason like when customer are now moving and they are looking forward for EWM, and then we have a lot of opportunity to, when once we have a good training into EWM, can be like explore and learn. And then it is like warehouse layout. So just imagine that this is like one big building, okay, and this is your like a door to go inside, and inside that there are like some area, like suppose this is the kind of building. In the building inside, this is one of the like a bigger building with one section there they have, okay. So or just put that this is the truck coming and this is your building, and this is like high rack, and inside that we have a bin called slow moving fast moving, and inside your warehouse there is an area called good receive. So once trucks come through the door, they put the goods here, and suppose the goods is coming on the pallets, right, and putting into the pallets, and someone want to remove the pallets, take a box and put into the bin, then they can do it. Sometime your goods is there into the bin and some customer came and they want that good, then you have to do the packing and then put into the staging area, and then from this checkpoint outbound door truck will take into the outside. So these are kind of pictorial structure, and we will define everything into the system. So just imagine truck came, it entered to the door, put the good here, and then you come to know that okay, I want to deconsolidate, I need to remove the pallets, keep the boxes here. Okay, I want to put it here, or I can put into high rack. So it defined where you want to put it. So you can put it there. That's called put away and good receipt process. Okay.
And Hari, in this 8020 packing area is there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Below the slow moving area. And why it
Yeah.
is mentioned inbound there? Any specific reason?
So here you are talking, right? So sometime when you receive it, right? Uh, like suppose you have a, mm, I will say like that you get the soft drink, okay, into your warehouse. So first you like deconsolidate it, and then you will also do packing for that, right? You will do packing. Suppose Fanta I want to keep one side, Mirinda I want to keep another side, and then you will again deconsolidate it, and then you will try to keep it into the box, and then you will move into the goods. So that is the reason, that is also kind of inbound packing, you can do it, right? So, once you move the goods from outside, so you can do outbound packing as well. And if you are receiving something, deconsolidating, and again you are packing it, so you can still use the inbound packing. That's the reason it is mentioned.
Sorry,
Got
I haven't sat. No, I'm not satisfied with the answer. I have few queries.
okay.
So
Okay, yeah, yeah.
as you said that where I received soft drinks.
Hmm.
So first I will receive that inbound, then I do deconsolidate. Then if I wanted to move as a soft drink in a fast, then I will go to the high rack, right? Then if I would like to move the product to the outbound, why we use inbound terminology there?
So here you were talking, right? So what I explain it,
Yeah,
suppose
below the
yeah,
8020 packing area, we have mentioned the 0001 inbound.
this one you were talking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So maybe this could be the correction, but what I'm trying to make you understand. So suppose you did a deconsolidation, right? So you receive the soft drinks, and it has in like it has Mirinda, Pepsi, Fanta, and everything in the three factor. But put into the bin, Mirinda and Pepsi, we have created the separate bin for that. So we want to pack into the separate boxes. For that also you can do the inbound packing, right? And then you can place it. And then if it is outbound side, maybe this is like a misleading, maybe bit, but it could be the
Yeah, I hope
outbound. But
that was
yeah,
an
yeah,
correction, I
yeah,
hope.
yeah. Yeah, it is misleading. So for outbound case, if you are taking it, then you have to do the pack, and then you have to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this packing concept could be in inbound as well, and it could be in outbound side as well. So because sometime you will get the product from the bin, and then you need to maybe pack it, and you have to like send it to the final customer.
Or
Okay.
else even
Okay.
that inbound packing we can also do from plant to plant or one bin to other bin.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can
If you
pack anything, right?
if
Yeah.
yeah 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 if you have this such kind of processes into your warehouse, then definitely you can do that.
Because few of the materials might be fragile. On
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
scenario, we use this packing inbound too.
Yes, yes.
So generally in warehouse area, we don't directly from inward to outbound. So first of all, even the product is fragile or else any type of product that should be as per norms, it should be inventorized in a if product is fragile, it should be kept in a fragile zone. Or else if the product is in should be it is like health and beauty products or else any food product. If the food product is should be kept in a cold area, that should be stored in cold area. I hope that correction should be made in this PPT. It's not inbound, and any product will not be moving from directly inbound to outbound. It is a define a process. It should be moved from inbound to inventory. Then only it need to come to the outbound.
Yeah, yeah, but I think if you talk about cross docking scenario, yeah, that could happen. If you receive it and you can directly move into the outbound zone, and then you can pack it. So maybe here we will update it. Maybe that's like a typo. But in a real life, if you have scenario where you have a cross docking, still you can receive into your GR zone and you can directly move into the GI zone for the picking. So those kind of scenarios are still possible, but it depends on the it's what kind of product you are dealing with it. Okay, so it could be the kind of product, like it's how, what kind of product you have in this operation, so that we can decide that the moment. Okay.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. So like here I just wanted to give you the background, like these are the processes of like EWM. Okay, so inbound processing, and then once you will receive it, either you will do some certain storage and operation. So sometime we receive it and we do like a deconsolidation, or we do like quality check, and then we put into the final goods. And sometime we receive it and then we directly put into the final bin. So this arrow, like when you receive it also, you'll have a like a storage operations. And either when you do outbound also, sometime we'll do the like a packing, and then we will move into the like a warehouse side. So if you here see that, I mean, and this all operation I lot of advanced functionality like labor management, cross docking, warehouse billing, and value added services, and netting technology, and other implementation tool is needed. So this talking about, if you have having the EWM, then what else you can bring into the your real life operation, and what else you can do it into EWM. So if I come to this will give you more good view. So if you see this like the first one, okay, so it gives you like in WM, where your ERP and your WM system both are under the same box. That means, like on the very basic level, you said that you need one credential to access this systems. Okay, so this replication, whatever the documents you create, it goes automatically. Okay, so it goes automatically, ship even the shipping document. But when it comes to the two different boxes, if you have the inbound delivery created here, it goes here with the like replication. So you need to make a like some interface. So these are like a WM system. Okay, so but in S4 HANA, this is the structure, the picture number 3. So this shows you decentral, where like once you have a delivery created, and then it will be replicated into the EWMs. So likewise, we talk about the deployment option, right? Where like we have like we talked about, if you have two boxes, then it has to be two different credential. But if it is two boxes also, there are certain master data, and the transactional data will be flow from one system to another system. So that is also difference, which we will cover into master data section. Okay, like a transfer of master data from ERP to EWM under the integration topic. Do you have any question on this one?
No, we can continue.
Yeah, so if you see here, one more thing I just want to put, the transfer order. So this is like a WM. So WM, we generally have this transfer order or transfer request kind of document. But it come to the EWM, so you will have a warehouse task, warehouse order. So those kind of document difference we have, and we will talk about those into our when actual training will start. And I will give the like quite a good background that if someone is no bit WM, then how they can map that. Okay, what how it could be like in warehouse task or warehouse order when it comes to EWM. Okay, then I just wanted to because it's like a purpose of this call was to bit give you the high level understanding that what we are going to do into the EWM, and when its actual training will start. But I just bring this one slide where you can just understand, because we had this question earlier asked by Arjun. Maybe will we talk about from PR to receiving a step. So in S4 HANA, the purchase order still will be created by MM, but to do this inbound end-to-end process, You'll have a purchase order, and once vendor has ready to give the goods, then inbound delivery will created. Then once you will be process the inbound delivery into EWM, then we need a certain task, because this task will be directly be given to a operator, because they will have a task associated with the order, and then they need to perform the goods. That means once good is received into the GR zone, like it's shown into this picture here, then they have to decide that okay, we don't need to do deconsolidation or direct move here or direct move into this fixed bin. So do this, we need a task, and then once you will confirm the task, that means you have taken the goods from GR zone and put into the bin where you want to keep. Then it will be confirmed task, and then your goods receipt will be completed, and then this document will be updated into this your S4 HANA. So this is very basic kind of EWM kind of inbound process. We have a lot of complex and variation, which we will talk about during the training. Okay.
Okay.
And then yeah, so here also we have talked about two things, complex inbound with the storage control and complex outbound with the storage control. So when I talk about what do you mean by complex, so sometime when you receive the goods, you have in warehouse, like it's a very costly item, or it is very it's a very valuable item. I can't just receive it and put into the bin, because I need to know that if I received it, whether it has a good quality or not. So if you see into the first case, we will receive good into GR zone, we'll do the quality inspection, we can deconsolidate it later, and then we can put into the pallets. Second scenario, you will receive it and you will directly put into the pallet storage. So it's all depend that how the business has business driven scenario. So sometimes some of some of the product they don't want to do the quality inspection. Some of the scenario they see, okay, if I'm purchasing this good from this vendor, because they don't have good history to providing the good stuff, so I will always do the quality inspection. So likewise for outbound, if you are picking anything from the storage bin, then you will have a pick HU, you will pack it, then it will be staged into the shipping area, and then it will be assigned to the TU, and then you can do the good issue. So this is like a complex outbound. So we will talk this also into the training. For that we know the concept called process oriented layout control, which we will enable, and we will teach you how you can do the complex scenario as well into the warehouse. Okay. Then I just thought to show you something into the system, and let's see if my system is still working. Then I can just show you very basic one purchase order, one inbound delivery, and then maybe we can go to the question and answer. So if I'll see this is still open. Okay, so for the one who don't know the SAP, and they have so once you'll have a SAP installed, or when you go to the project, they will have a this kind of icon, SAP logon. You will click it here, then you will pop up this screen will be pop up, and then in the project they will tell you that what is the system ID and all. So you will be aware that okay, this is my system. So this is like embedded EWM. So you need one credential, very simple. Then you will come here, then you will put it this, and then you will put your user ID, which will given during your project work. So this is called SAP system. So it is, as it is embedded, so it has EWM is kind of add on over the S4HANA system. So now let's see what is this version, because even I don't know, because I just it is kind of system I sometime use for do some prototyping or so let's go here, installed version. So this is S4 HANA 2021 version, S4 HANA on premises 2021 version. So during the deployment option, I talk about on premises and the cloud, right? So this is on premises 2021 version. So if someone asks what is your version, so you can come through that, and you can also check that what is your system version and all. So this is how you can see. Okay, and then let's start with one very basic transaction. I will start. So let's start with creating a purchase order, which is like a guy's task, but just for testing I can show. So what does this screen mean? Okay, this is called purchase order. You wanted to buy from this supplier, his vendor code is 116, and this is your product, Nivea body lotion, and you want to buy 50 quantity from this. In your warehouse you came to know that I need this product of this quantity, and you want to get it from, and you are purchasing from this plant, this storage location, and this is like EWM manage, because we want to keep these goods inside the EWM. So just you need to save it, and I will talk about all this, what it is, what is the plant, why storage location area, what is confirmation control key, everything we will teach into the during our training. So I will create a purchase order. So it's just a kind of document which is created here, and this document is like it's like a external document. This tell that okay, hey supplier 116, I have ordered like a 50 quantity and you will tell me that it will be delivered on 4th date or not. We'll say okay, they will be communicate through the email or through the kind of phone call, okay, we will deliver it for. Then once it is created, then inbound delivery will be created into the SAP system. So just you need to use this purchase order which we created as a reference. You will click it, and then you will have an inbound delivery screen. I will teach everything how it is, things are coming here, and then you just save it. Then inbound delivery is created and distributed into the WS system. So as it is embedded system, you have one credential, so it is automatically available for EWM. So one more just a glimpse to you guys. In EWM, all the transaction, everything will start with SCWM star, all the transactions. So you must need to remember, if it is EWM transaction, it will start with SCWM. Okay, so I will go for inbound because we are receiving it. So you will go there and you will just open this. So this is EWM transaction where you will have like your delivery number entered and you will execute it. So if you see, this is your delivery. This is called header. You have a good receipt status here, and you have a put away status here. And then you can also, there is two option, form view, and this we will talk more details what all the field has a significant. And then you will just create the task. So there are others, you can create task on the good receipt, you can create task manually, you can create automatically. There are a lot of way to do that. Okay, so now I have created, I will create here by clicking task, and this task, if you go down, if you'll click it here, create task. Okay, so it has option, either you decide that which bin you want to put, or either you can teach system that based on the strategy that where you want to put it. So it's all the business needs. Sometimes business said, okay, I know that my Nivea product should go to this bin, so they will be like telling you the details, and then you need to do the configuration in EWM called fixed bin strategy. So let's select any of the bin, and then I'll go forward and I will just click on create and save. Then it will create the warehouse task, and then I will confirm this warehouse order. So there is a concept called warehouse task and order. I will teach you in details. Warehouse order is a kind of header, and inside that you can have the multiple tasks. So we will talk about that. So now I will just confirm this. That means I have taken the Nivea product and put into the bin, and I have selected the bin where I wanted to put this one. So now task is confirmed. That means if I can go back to my PPT and then I can show this. So I created inbound delivery. I processed the inbound delivery, created a task, confirmed the task, then good receipt is performed. So if you go back from here, one step back, then you see good receipt is completed, put away is completed, and everything is done. So this is very simple inbound good receipt process, how you can do into the EWM. So do we have any question? I mean, this is just a very basic demo. We are going to show you all the details where you will be able to do by yourself, and that's the purpose here. So not I do the things and you just watch, because I want you to do by yourself and get familiarized. Okay. So do we have any question over here?
No.
No. Okay, then I think this is what I wanted to just give you the glimpse what it is. So I will just put sorry, so I will put this question answer. Maybe I have, like, we can take in 5 minutes if we have something else. And we wanted to also know that what's your view, like, still where you want to, like, get something more. So yeah, so I have opened the stage for the Q&A. So if we have some question, we can just take it. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
Hari,
Yeah,
actually in India, what is the scope for EWM?
I think India is the, I will say, big market. So it has, like, if you talk about Europe and India, I will say India has a bigger, like, possibility or like opportunity than the Europe. So I mean, all the company MNC are looking for like a EWM person who has the understanding of EWM. So I can say it's a very niche technology, or like say niche skill. If you have, then definitely you will have a lot of values. The people are looking for consultant and in project, but they can't find it sometime.
And is there any interconnection between SAP, MM, SD, and EWM? Are they
So
directly or indirectly connected?
it's are, I mean, there is an integration, but you don't need to worry to learn EWM. It is no mandatory that okay, I need to know first MM and all, because for MM there is a MM people, MM team. Okay, for EWM you will be the EWM team. So you need to bit. So once this training will be like over, you will have understanding that what it is, the integration and all. So I don't think it should be any problem that you will have the problem when you learn standalone EWM. I have given example, right? People who is a doctor can learn EWM. That means it's like just you need to you know put your effort during the training and learn the things. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
So any further
And
question?
yeah, one more. From when the classes will be scheduled, and if it is daily based or else at the weekends.
So I
We will
think
plan about.
yeah. So Sai will be come back to you on this.
Yeah. So I'll talk to each of you and we'll plan the schedule accordingly. Because each
Thank you,
from the
thank you.
we need to plan. Yeah. So we have two or three more candidates who did not join the demo today. So I mean, we'll have. So most probably, I'm seeing weekends because weekdays morning would be difficult for Hari and Jeshwant. So let's see how it goes. I'll talk to each of you and we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe any technical questions you can ask to Hari. The schedule
Yeah.
part, then other things we can discuss offline.
Yeah, technical part was clear. There was no doubts on it. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
So anything else from this one, Suk or
So
Suchitra?
Sucharita, Jashwant, Ashok, any questions, or we
No,
can
Hari,
close
I
for
am
today?
good. It was a really nice session. Thanks for your patience, actually. You have answered all our questions.
No worries. I mean, that's what we are here. So, and it's a good that people ask question, and sometime you will be, like get discuss more things, and that's what we learn things. So that's good. I like that, commitment and kind of question that you guys ask. That's really good.
Thank you.
Jashwant, do you have any questions for you? Okay. Yeah, Hari, then we'll close for today. Yeah.
Yeah. Then thank you guys.
Thank you
So
guys for
have
your
a
time.
good rest of the day. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Everyone.